Okay guys, quick update with Bitcoin. So in this video, I'm going to show you a key level. If we hold above that point, I'm going all in on a long. And I want to explain why. Now the last video, I apologize, it ran like 24 minutes. It should not take that long to make a video to give you key support and resistance levels. But I feel that it's my duty to explain to you not just why those are key targets I want to long or short, but to break it down and explain to you why those levels are so important. And that's why some of these videos run a little long. So again, I apologize for that. I do appreciate all the likes you're leaving me. It is helping the YouTube algorithm. If you're willing to leave me at least 1,000 likes on this video, I will put up a video much sooner. Again, guys, it's up to you. You show your support, and I'll keep making videos, giving you at least my analysis, what I expect to happen, like this one, for instance. If you want to get into leverage trading, guys, the exchanges I use and trust are CoinCatch, BingX, and BitGet. CoinCatch, no KYC. In some states in the US, you do not even need a VPN. BingX, you need up to 150 times leverage. And BitGet's pretty well-known exchange. All those links, if you want to sign up, are pinned in the first comment description. They have all kinds of incentives and airdrops, so take advantage of that. If you want to learn how to trade on BitGet, remember all these exchanges are pretty much the same. Once you can trade on one, you'll understand how to trade on all of them. This tutorial video shows how to open a short, a long, set a stop loss, adjust your stop loss, trigger orders, all that. I'll put links to it now if you want to check it out. So we're going to break down this chart. Now keep in mind, this video I put up, this was a day ago, and I basically made it very clear. I said, look, if we're above 69,000, stay bullish. All right, we could go much higher. However, if we break below 69K, to expect some downside. We broke below 69K and we dropped. I'll link this video now if you want to check it out. So, and we're gonna, again, I'm gonna break down this chart for you, but understand that I'm very technical with my charts. This was yesterday's video. This was 21 hours ago, and I was very clear about it. It says 66K or 66.7K was your strongest support level, and I explained why this line was so important. But also said, and you can, if you want to skim to about 14 minutes, 23 seconds into this video, I'll put a link up to it now. I told you if we break below 66,700, your next point too long was 66,100. And if you'll take note, we held support here at 66,000, make this bigger so you can see it. We held support at 66,699, right at that area. And then we came down and tested that line that I was showing you right here, 66,100. And then we pushed up. So again, I try to give you the best possible targets that I can, and most of my charts are to the tick. And guys, remember, it's a lot faster to make a post in Discord and then just make that post and you know what the play is. So if you want to sign up, get access to these live charts and Discord, if you want to sign up, the link is pinned in the first comment description. It's opticalcrypto.com. Make sure you email me through the website if you want to get access to Discord. And I'm having a special for expired accounts and for new accounts. So if you want to email me to take advantage of that special, feel free to do so. So let's break down this chart and let me explain to you why if you get above a certain level, I will get bullish, and then I will give you key levels to pay attention to on the H1 chart. But I do suggest you go back and watch the previous two videos I put up, because I did go into detail about a lot of information that will be useful. But I'll try to keep this short and sweet. So let's go ahead and get to this. So I want to show you, and we're going to talk about this blue ring as well. So firstly, I did add this line right here, and I made a post about this in Discord, as I said. So we're going to go to this blank chart. I'm going to paste it in. So clearly you can see that that is our support. You can see right here. Let me give you an arrow tool here. If I can find it, there we go. So you can see that was support. This is back in October. You can see it was support right here. We did get a kind of a wick below, but it was support. It was support here. Got a wick below here, and you can see that now we are below this point. So this is a This is support flipped as resistance. Now today's FOMC. There could be some volatility, but I'm waiting to see if we get back above that support level. Right now we're below it. So again, be cautious. You might want to short around 69K, but if we get above 69K. To me, that means we're going to be back into a bullish pattern. And do not forget, we crossed this blue ring, and yes, we're going to discuss this blue ring because some people have left some comments saying, hey, we crossed a ring, we didn't pump, what's going on? Well, you need to be patient. Market makers want to trick you. I just go by the charts and what the charts show. So if we get above a certain point, since we cross this blue ring, to me that would be bullish. So let's go back to the chart and let's paste in this blue ring. Now, understand, guys, and I tried to explain this to someone in the comment section. So take note back here. Every time we cross this blue ring, we got a pump, right? So this was, let me use a brush tool here. So back here, this was when we were down around, what, $3,500. We crossed this blue ring, we got a pump, right? And keep in mind, let's just measure this. So people are saying, well, how come we haven't shot straight up? Guys, again, give it time. When we crossed this ring, it took 32 days, so about a month before we pushed up. This ring, we were already in an uptrend. We got a little resistance. When we crossed it here, before we actually really started pushing up, was about 30 days. When we crossed here, this is when we dropped back down to around 16K. It took a total of, let's see, we actually pushed above it a bit, kind of like we did here, and then came back down. But when we crossed it, it took roughly 30 days. This previous ring here, let's break this down. Now this one, you know, maybe this is why everybody's saying, hey, how come we didn't push up? Because this ring, as soon as we crossed it, we shot straight up, right? So people are like, okay, well that one played out perfectly. Because some people, you know, in crypto, there's a lot of volatility, it moves fast, people want those moves quick, they want those profits quick. You've got to be patient, you have to look at the charts. But this was a pretty quick move. As soon as we crossed it, we pushed up. But take note, what happened? We did drop back down, right? We came back down to about the point we pushed up. Then we pushed up higher. So you need to give it time. Yes, we could even drop back down and test this blue ring. If we do, and I mentioned in the last video, I gave you that target, said if that happens, I will go long. But the reason that I think this could turn bullish, now notice right here, we got a wick below. Notice we got this wick below here. We got this wick below here, but we pushed back above it. So that is our support level. Well, currently it's resistance, so we have to get above that point. Let me copy this line here. Now these are fib channels. I just have lines put over top of it so it's easier to see. So let's put this right here. So again, this is that level and that price target. And again, this is the same level I've been talking about for quite a while. That's the one, that purple label, if you go back and watch previous videos. So right around, that's right at 69,100. So if we push back above 69K, or well, 69,100 to be more specific, that means we're going to be back above this support, which is now resistance. We'll be back in this pattern. And guys, if you look at this, this pretty much is a bullish pattern, right? If you do like this, and if I go back to the D1 chart, I actually have an actual trend line that does something like this. I'd have to go back and grab it, but it kind of shows you that this right here is actually a bullish pattern, right? So again, this is a bullish pattern. Typically, these patterns break to this is an ascending triangle. I think that's what they call it. So support. Hold on, let me grab my brush tool, guys. Right here, let's see. So again, support, resistance. Now, yeah, we tested support for a while. We came back down, support, support, resistance, resistance. So even if we come down and test support, right? You know, this is a key level. So again, if we get above this point, I go all in and along. But the reason I say this is because this is a bullish pattern, right? So if we're back above this point, right? If we get above this area around 69,100, then that means it's very possible, we tested this so many times, we could break above this point. That's right around 71,500. Remember that previous video, I said 71,500 to 73,000 is a key level. But once we break above this point, guys, that's going to give us one hell of a move to the upside. So again, if we get back above this point, right, this red trend line, which is right above it, 69,100, we'll be back into a bullish pattern, back above a key support level that we're currently under. So I'm paying attention to that target, and I just explained to you how these rings work. You know, this one, it happened right away. It was resistance, resistance, support, and we pushed up. Now we did come back down, but we ultimately went higher. So if you look at the bigger picture, now you could say, hey, maybe I'm wrong, maybe this ring won't play out. All I can tell you is every time we cross this ring, whether it took longer or less time. This one took a while. This one was almost instantaneous. As soon as we crossed it, we got a pump. Well, this is a bullish pattern, and because this is a bullish pattern and we'll be crossing this ring where every time we cross one of these blue rings we get a pump, well, it just makes sense. We'll push higher. So that's what I'm trying to show you. Be patient. Again, market makers want to trick you. And if the price drops, people get bearish, they start shorting, and they send it right back up. So I'm using the blue ring as an indicator which way price can go. And then I'm using key support and resistance levels to pay attention to know whether I have confirmation of that. But it does look like if we do push above, again, if we push above 69,100, we will be back in this pattern. To me, that will be bullish. So if we hold above 69,100, I'm going to long, add to my long, and again, expect more upside. I think that will be confirmation for more upside. That being said, that does not mean we cannot come back down and test this ring as support. And if we do, you know, this could be another pattern, guys. There's all kinds of patterns we could be in potentially, all right? Something like this, the meat of the candle to here, come back down, test its support. We're still in a bullish pattern. This could consolidate for a while. But I would pay attention to this this red line right here. So today, if we push above this point, hold above 69,100, again, I think that's going to be super bullish just because, like I showed you, we have crossed a blue ring. And we have never crossed one of these blue rings without getting a pump. I do not see why we'd be any different, but at least we have a key resistance level to pay attention to. So I'm just going to go back to this chart, and again, the reason I have all of these lines on this chart is because they're very important. In the last video, I explained to you why, I made this a video before last, I explained to you why these are so important. So go back and watch that video. Again, so you understand why this yellow, orange, and red trend lines are important. They go back since the beginning of Bitcoin. So again, just to recap, your current level you want to pay attention to, and this is right at the center of Bollinger Band on the daily. So if we hold above, again, right now it's resistance, but if we hold above 69,100, I get bullish. Now that means your next resistance is just above, top Bollinger Band on the daily, right at resistance level. We could get rejected at 71,000. Come back down, hold support at 69K, 69.1K actually. That would be bullish for more upside, all right? We've already crossed the ring. The ring indicates we can go higher. They send it down, people hop out, they sell, they short, they get stopped out, and then price pushes back up. So just want you to understand why I'm bullish above 69,100. And again, I already gave you your support levels, but this is what I'm paying attention to see if we get above that. Again, FOMC, expect some volatility. We'll see how this plays out. Let me go to the H1 chart. And again, this is, again, I tried to give you the most accurate targets I possibly can. You know, in those two videos back, I told you this was your resistance level. Every time we hit it, we got rejected, 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 rejected. And then I told you this is a point you'd potentially want to short around this area. And then we dropped. And I said this was your key support level. If we did break below that, pay attention to 66,100. We held support and we pushed up. So on the hourly, your resistance levels just above 68,424 and then 69,400. Now that will be resistance, but keep in mind, if we're holding above 69,100 based on the D1 chart, and because we crossed this blue ring, that will be bullish. And again, as you can see, this red line, this has been a support level going all the way back to October. So if we're back above that level, and back up in this potentially bullish pattern, to me that means we have a lot more upside based on that ring. This is the weekly chart. You can see we did drop back down. We didn't quite make contact with the ring. That ring on the weekly is sitting right at 65,300. Was pretty close to it. And remember guys, if we do push up, let's say that this ring does play out. I know a lot of people are getting impatient, but if it does play out, guys, and we push up, again, I would get the hell out at 92,000, potentially 96,000, depends when you make contact. But again, I've explained why this red line and this yellow line is so important. I do think if we got a major pump, that would be the top. That'd be the point you'd want to take profit and get the hell out before this starts coming down. But again, do watch this previous two videos because I want to detail about a lot more stuff. I'm trying to keep this a little short. Again, guys, if you get a leverage trading, 3 exchanges I use and trust are BingX, CoinCatch, and BigGet. Remember, CoinCatch, no KYC. BingX up to 150 times leverage. And guys, if you want to take advantage of that special, it's paying with USDT. Email me through the website. Remember, if you do sign up to the website and you get access to the Discord, make sure you email me. And again, if you get access to Discord, I keep everybody updated, that daily, hourly. When I see something, I put it up and show everybody what I'm looking at. I do have other options here I got stocks. I went over a video recently. We'll cover that, maybe some altcoin charts in the next video. But I have tutorials teaching my charting method, how I use these trend lines to find these points to add fib channels and add fib circles. But if you sign up, you do need to email me through the website to get access to Discord. But guys, that's pretty much it. Keep in mind, FOMC today. Pay attention, see if we hold above 69,100. If we do, that is bullish. All right, for me, I want to go long. I will go long if we hold above this point. But while yes, I'm paying attention to support resistance levels, I'm also keeping in mind we have never crossed one of these rings without getting a pump. Yes, we're consolidating, but once we push above 69.1K, we're back into a potentially bullish pattern, and this ring would be confirmation that we're going much higher. But guys, that's pretty much it. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.